was known as the one of the nicest guys in the music business. Like that's his rep is he's a nice guy. And this book definitely reinforces that because he doesn't have a mean word to say about anybody. He is a Mr. Nice Guy. Now, is this I'm wondering, is he really this nice or is this an intentional sort of sculpting of his image because really he's maybe not as nice and this is a carefully crafted image?
Dave Grohl, take note. You don't need a press release for
I
everything.
mean, you guys,
Jesus. Come
Uh
on.
I'm surprised.
No, it's so ridiculous. I mean, that was the single dumbest thing I've ever seen a rock star do. You do not need to make an announcement about that. I'm sorry, you're not running for governor. You know what I mean? You don't have to like do that. If
I disagree.
it was a TMZ story for 2 days and it would have been over, in my
I don't,
opinion.
I think he got ahead of it. And I think, because he's such a, you know, hokey, just like honest, good guy,
Well, I think it's
like
because of his
bullshit.
image. Yeah, he felt like
Yeah, it's
he
image. He
had to do
decided
that
to
because
get
of
out
his
and
image.
control it. Absolutely. I
But
think given the situation, I think he did the right thing in this day and age. I really do. I
oh,
really
see, I
do.
still think he did the wrong thing, but I get why he did it because
Yeah.
it makes
He's
me
his
it
too.
makes me
So,
reevaluate the Grohl book because
hmm.
I didn't see him as cultivating an image of being this Mr. Perfect, Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. Humanitarian, Mr. Family Man, Mr. Whatever. Like, I thought that's just how he was. And
Yeah.
now we're seeing maybe it's a little more contrived and a little more of a manufactured image because we do know his first wife, maybe there was infidelity there. We don't know. Now
Well, I
there's
think
this
he
thing.
said there was.
Oh, he did say in the book. I thought
Yeah.
he just
It
kind
was
of left that sort of
brief.
vague. Yeah.
Listen, there was smoke coming from this guy from day one. He knew the fire would catch up.
Yeah.
Anyone who tells you how great, how amazing, and he knows he's a freaking rock star, and he's amazed that, Danny Harrison's talking to him. I mean, come on.
But he tells the story of
You
flying
mean
home from
Danny
Australia,
fucking Harrison?
flying home to
Funny fucking
Australia
right.
just to go to like daddy daughter dance and then fly back to Australia. Then I mean like because he's Mr. Superhero father guy, whatever. So it was I didn't see that as being cultivated. But then when this happens and his reaction to it of I need to make a statement and issue a statement about it, like I thought that was just so like wow, maybe he is just this total phony and that's in his mind his way of keeping up that image.
Well,
Maybe he's
okay.
gone off the rails since Taylor died and he's just now he's unable to keep it contained or what. I mean, who knows? I don't
Well,
know.
if you read even deeper into the situation, as I did, this has been going on for a long time. I mean, Grohl has been with this ex porn star, whatever. This has been
Oh, Jesus Christ.
something to the tune of wasn't 15 years, but it was a long time. Like
Wow.
don't quote me on that, but this has been going on a long time. So he has a publicist who's like, you know what, this is going to blow up. Let's get ahead of it. And then someone said he was a jerk at where were they? The tennis. They weren't at the US Open. They were at Wimbledon. I can't remember where they were this summer. And he was a jerk to a reporter, which I really didn't think he was. But, this is what happens in the media. I mean, if you're caught with, a photo where your mouth's hanging open as you're turning to walk away, you're, hungover and drunk when you're just
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
They can catch you in a split second doing something that makes it look like, that you're doing something really awful. So he got ahead of it. And yeah, but come on. His
I just
It
thought it was
triggered my
ridiculous.
spidey senses of like, okay, like this is not. There have been a million rock stars to have children outside of their marriages, and I don't recall any of them being like, I have made this mistake and I'm gonna work it out with my family. Like,
See,
and maybe there were, but
I
wait,
think there could have been oh go ahead. Sorry.
so like I like you, Dave, kind of felt like, is he just trying to be like, listen, I got to do this to like maintain my good guy image? Or, and I do agree with you too, Jen, that like, yeah, a PR person is going to tell you to get ahead of it. But in the rock world, it feels like there's so many fucking rumors like that it could just come and go and
Right.
it
Did he need to do
just
did he
ignore it. So
he's too big.
then it made me think he's doing this because And we'll find out in the next year or two, he could be preparing to leave his wife and start a family with this new person. And if he doesn't acknowledge it now, then he's even more fucked later.
But I sort of thought like, okay, Mr. Philandering rock star, you want to just get off easy with this. Like this will be a 2-day TMZ story. No, no, no. I'm going to make you go public. And you're going to
Yeah.
say not only that you had an affair, but that you fathered this child. And you're going to try and make it up to your family. So I sort of thought
The
it could have been
least
that
you
too.
can do is own it. Like
Right.
I
You're
would
not
do
going to
that
get
if
away
I
with
were her.
this
I'd be
being,
like,
you're not going to
listen,
get away.
asshole.
Right. You're not going to get away with this being a 2-day story. You are going to have to publicly say what you did and how bad it was. And maybe that was his sort of like thing. Like I don't see him leaving his wife. I mean, look, she'd be perfectly justified in being like, get the fuck away from me forever. But if this was such a rampant problem for decades, this is probably not the first time his cheating has come up.
I
You know,
honestly, I don't even think it's that goes that deep. I think he had a publicist and he's got 3 kids. And does he have 4 kids? He's got
he
these
has
little
three. I
girls.
think he
I
has
mean,
three. Well, now he
yeah,
has
Well, he
four.
will have four.
Well, now he has
well,
four. Yeah.
exactly. I don't know. I just think it was all about damage control. He probably doesn't have any remorse because he's fucking Dave Grohl.
Yeah, who knows? All right, let's get
If
off
this
Dave.
was going on for 15 years and that
I
motherfucker
could
was
be
a
wrong, but
cheater and a
I'm going to Google
liar when he was
I have to
writing
go
his
because
book
I could go
about
like
being a
in,
good guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, and in the 90s, you remember, anyone remember Kari Wurr from the show, the MTV show the fucking Basement with Ken Ober and Adam
That's who
Sandler?
that
Okay.
is. Yes,
Kari
I do.
Wurr was, oh my God, she was like the hottest chick of the 80s,
So
pretty much.
pretty. Yeah.
And she and Grohl dated in the late 90s and had referred to him as a scumbag because he found out that, he had this serious girlfriend and was dating her at the same time. And then all of a sudden she found out about it. And the second she brought it up to Grohl about, hey, what about this other girlfriend that you have? They never spoke again. He cut her off completely 100%.
Mhm.
So see, now, I mean, but anyways, we got to get off
Uh,
Grohl because we got.
Yeah, maybe this is a mini episode we
I know
issue.
we do a follow up on that.
Yeah.
Here. Yes, just a moment. Then we're going to
Yes.
wrap this up. Okay, Foo Fighters legend Dave Grohl has been accused of having a 15-year affair with a porn goddess.
Mm,
And he described 40-year-old Annalise Nielsen as perfect during their alleged secret relationship. 15 years. There you go.
interesting.
That's
And
why
he
it was only for
describes her
Daddy's
as
daughter.
perfect.
No, he described her as perfect.
Great.
Yeah. So get a divorce, asshole, and go marry her.
Who
Yeah.
knows?